In front of me is a 38 Wheeler. It's an exact reverse engineered reproduction of Ernest Hemingway's boat. It's called Legend. Let's go take a look. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Wes and Marianne Wheeler of Wheeler Yacht Company invited us aboard hull number 1 of the newly relaunched 38 to tell us a bit more about their project and bringing this famous boat with so much history back to life in a newer, more modern form. We sat down to chat with them aboard this stunning yacht, and they were very gracious hosts, with a full spread of hors d'oeuvres laid out in the boat's elegant and comfortable cockpit.
My grandfather designed and built the boat with his family back in 1934. It is exactly the same boat that Hemingway built, or that our family built for Hemingway. In fact, Hemingway used to sleep on this bench. That's where he sat. It's long enough for him, and every dimension of the outside of the boat is exactly the same. It must have been about 10 years ago, I guess, when Hillary Hemingway, who I didn't know, called me out of nowhere. And she said, "Well, you're Wes Wheeler?" I said, "I am." And she said, "You're the son or the grandson of Wesley Wheeler that built the boat for Ernest Hemingway?" And I said, "Yep, that's right." And she said, "Well, just stay there where you are. 10 minutes from now, you're going to get a call from Andy Garcia." And I actually had to ask my wife who that was. And then I remembered who he was. Sure enough, he called me 10 minutes later and said, "Are you Wes?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, "I'm making a movie and I'm looking for a real Wheeler that looks just like Pilar. And the movie, I want it to be authentic, and I want to find a real one, not a replica, not a fake." And so I went to work, found him a boat. And we spent about a year renovating the boat, rebuilding it. It was pretty fun, doing this for Andy and his producer, and talking to Hillary and sitting in the boat after it was renovated, telling the whole story about her uncle Ernest and how he built the boat and how he loved the boat and fished it for 25 years and how he would pull in the marlin.
Hemingway owned the Pilar for the last 27 years of his life, regularly fishing in the waters of Key West, Marquesas Keys, and the Gulf Stream along the Cuban coast. He won many fishing tournaments and established a 1938 world record when he caught 7 marlins in a single day. His 3 trips to the Bimini Islands with Pilar remain part of the local lore on the islands to this day, and his exploits also contributed to scientific research and the knowledge of Atlantic marine life, famously collaborating with the Smithsonian Institute and Henry Fowler, helping to classify the taxonomy of marlin species. The author's time on Pilar also directly influenced several of his books, perhaps most notably, The Old Man and the Sea.
I got so inspired by this whole story that a couple of months later we went to Cuba. My wife and I went to Cuba with Hillary and her family, and we got a special visa. And the boat is still sitting there on his tennis court with a big roof over the top. It's like a museum. And they let me go through the entire boat. Hillary and I actually have pictures of Hillary and I taking measurements of every single inch of the boat inside the engine room, making sure there was the same engine as the original, looking all the dimensions and all the mechanicals and the hardware. And then we came back from Cuba after that 5-day trip, and we compared all the measurements to the brochures that I do still have that didn't burn up in the fire, and it was exactly to the inch. So it was amazing. So we actually authenticated the real Pilar and said, "Yep, that's a Wheeler." And then I went to work to reverse engineer the boat and build this. I asked Steve when he was building the boat, I want all the modern technology. I want the best engines. And then all the technology, all the modern technology. We have a Victron electric system. It's got its own Wi-Fi system. We have a Seakeeper generator. We have air conditioning. It's all modern underneath. You just don't see it.
Wow, this is really spacious down here. I have a feeling Hemingway didn't live quite this luxuriously.
No, not at all. But we tried to be pretty accurate to the style of a 1930s feel of a boat. But yes, Hemingway would have had it geared totally for fishing. It was a fishing vessel for him, and that's what he wanted. We wanted this to be a boat for us to spend time, you know, cruising the East Coast. And so when we thought about the design of the interior, we wanted it comfortable for entertaining, for conversation. So you can see we have like the 2 club chairs, table for eating. This actually does convert to another berth. The table goes down and we have a cushion that sets right in there.
The beautiful mahogany with the logo inset. I mean, everything, the attention to detail and the cabinetry that's been done in here is really incredible. And that was from the Brooklin Boat Yard.
Yeah, so we got the recommendation from Brooklyn for, well, we were going to use the mahogany, of course, and we did the satin stain throughout, but we also got Martha Coolidge to help us. She helped us with the design of how we wanted the cabinetry and things laid out, and also she helped us with sourcing some of the materials that you see. We really wanted it to look a bit more like a 30s interior, so I had looked at very many different brochures that the Wheeler Yacht Company had in their archives, and we wanted the pin-tucked cushions as well as, you know, just the whole ambiance of like a 1930s home in a way.
So she took your vision and interpreted it with samples and with layouts so that the drawings enabled the cabinet maker to create what you had in your mind.
Right.
After the dockside boat tour, the Wheelers offered to take us for a cruise to experience a day in the life aboard this beautiful yacht and to enjoy the magical coast of Maine, a truly stunning boating area.